Good evening, everyone. We're going to start the announcement period for the evening of January the 6th, the first meeting of the new year. And if there are any council members that have an announcement, I will take your request to speak at this time. Council Lady Karen Bennett.
Thank you, Speaker Pro Tem. Appreciate the opportunity. Just want to kind of appeal to all Nashvillians to remember that the weather has turned really cold. We're going to ask that they please bring their pets in from outside. I know it's not fun sometimes when an animal's not real happy about staying still and staying inside, but it's just too cold for the animals when it gets below freezing. So I want to appeal for that. I also want to invite people from District 8 that live in the Ben Allen Road area to attend the meeting on Tuesday, January the 13th at 6 p.m. at the First Apostolic Church on Broadmoor Avenue. We will be discussing 204 Ben Allen Road. The owner and developer would like to present what they would like to build there. It is an SP. Currently, it's allowed for 16 units. They want to put 17 in, and with a few changes. So I think it's an opportunity for everybody to come and hear what the developer wants to do and kind of give me feedback as to what they would like to see in the community. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Council Lady. Council Lady Langston.
Thank you, sir, and happy to see you beginning this new year with a smile on your face, and thank you for recognizing me. Today is a very special day in Nashville, Davidson County. Today is Mrs. Violet Nicholas. She is the widow of Dr. Philip Nicholas. She is celebrating, and I'm not stuttering, her 103rd birthday.
Wow.
Yes, 103rd birthday. And she's had an afternoon of visitors, of friends, new people, old friends. The news media has been by to visit with her, and I think we're going to miss her. She's going to be on at 6 o'clock also. But we certainly want to congratulate Mrs. Violet Nicholas on her 103rd birthday as she proceeds to her 104th birthday. And also on a very much sadder note, I'd like to announce the lady that everyone called Miss MDHA, Mrs. Peaches Manning. She has passed, and this city remembers Miss Manning for her hard work with all the residential high-rises in Davidson County for senior citizens with MDHA. Miss Manning's visitation will be this Friday at Lewis and Wright Funeral Home on Clarksville Highway from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And the funeral services will be on Saturday at Greater St. John. So please check the newspapers for the final arrangements. But let's all give special prayer for Mrs. Manning's family, because Miss Manning gave so much to this city. And I thank you, sir.
No, thank you, Council Lady. Our condolences go out to the Manning family, and congratulations to Miss Nicholas, and wishing her many more. Council Lady Johnson.
Thank you, President Matthews. First, I want to say to everyone, Happy New Year. And I want to start out the new year with some announcements to help us with trying to keep our area from the illegal dumping and from all of the things that people have dropped on the side of the road that the Sheriff's Department has graciously within the last week picked up for us. So to stop all of that, I want to share that the tree recycling drop-off program goes until February the 9th. And our center out in the J. Percy Priest Lake area is the Una Recreation Center off of Smith Springs Road. You also have other locations like Cane Ridge Park, which is also in southeast Davidson County. But those two centers are available for anyone to drop off any Christmas trees or wreaths or things of that sort instead of dropping them on the side of the road. Just make sure that they are free of lights and ornaments and tinsel and garland. No artificial trees can be accepted. And Public Works will take these trees and wreaths to the Bordeaux mulching facility to be chipped and composted into mulch. So please share this information with our neighbors so that they can appropriately drop off these items in the correct locations. Also, I know we're in the middle of winter, but spring will be here before we know it. It's going to come early this year because Easter is going to be earlier this year. So I want everyone to put on their calendar to save the date for the Southeast Nashville Easter Egg Hunt, which this year will be March 28th, 2015. And this will begin at 10 a.m. and it will be held at our very brand new Southeast Community Center grounds. And the vendors and people that you usually see on the outside will be inside of the Southeast Regional Community Center. And the park grounds will be where the egg hunts will take place. So be looking for those flyers. They're coming out soon. We got a graphic designer who's working on that. That will be out soon. And lastly, there is planning on the way for the new Smith Springs Community Center. I have the information on the architect that has been selected, which is Hastings Architecture Associates. So we're very, very excited about that in Southeast Davidson County. And so just neighbors, be on the lookout for my email, which will announce some upcoming community meetings so that you will have an opportunity to weigh in and provide input into the design. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Johnson. Councilman Westerholm.
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. Just wanted to mention a couple of meetings coming up on the east side. Primarily, the big one I want to mention takes place on Wednesday, January 21st. This is with Nashville Next. It will be 5:30 at the East Precinct located on Trinity Lane to go over where we are in the process and go over some recommendations that have come out so far. So everyone is invited to come out and attend that meeting to provide their input on those plans.
All right, thank you, Councilman Westerholm. Council Lady Dow.
Thank you. I just want to wish a happy new year to all the residents out in District 32 and also ask you to save the date for Tuesday, January the 27th, 2014. We'll have our first quarter meeting of the year for our District 32 neighbors. This meeting is going to be held at our new Southeast Branch Library in District 32 at 6 o'clock p.m. I will be sending out other correspondence, but pin the date on your calendar and let's plan to meet and get together and talk about this upcoming year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Dow. Councilman Duval.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm not sure if one of our other colleagues brought this up. I was in a committee meeting, but our community lost a member this past weekend. The folks that owned Angelo's picnic pizza restaurant, Marcella, lost her mother. And we want to keep Nick, her husband, and their family in our prayers. They've been pillars to the community, have volunteered, done many, many things in the way of fundraising and helping the schools, Easter events, whatever we've needed them for. They've always been there with free food, support, using their restaurant for meetings. They're just wonderful people, and we're so saddened that they had this loss. Please keep them in our prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, and definitely our condolences go out to the family. Are there any other council members in queue at this time? Councilman Hagar?
Just want to let everybody know that the Hermitage in District 11 is having a free admission on January the 8th. There's a new exhibit out there. It's Andrew Jackson, Born for the Storm, and that is the bicentennial celebration of the Battle of New Orleans. So everybody in District 11 or any district is invited to come out there and see this new exhibit for free.
Thank you very much, Councilman. Are there any other council members that would like to speak? Council Lady Moore?
Thank you, Chair. I appreciate the recognition. I just want to say to those in District 17, I'm glad that they have came over in another new year, and to always maintain being safe. I want to say that my monthly meeting will occur later in this month. I will send out information about my monthly meeting for January. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Council Lady. And do we have any other council members wishing to speak? Seeing none, I now declare the announcement period closed.